Okay, this is our stucco job. It's a temple up in Pittsburgh, and the blue walls are existing stucco. They need to be retextured and tied in. You can see the columns and this overhang here. This needs to be finished off with the stucco, and the same thing with that set of columns over there needs to be finished off with stucco. And you can see on the second story, the back part of the roof right there, that wall also needs to be stucco. Then we'll go around the front, and I'm going to take a look at this section. This is a retexture job. It's probably about 18 feet by about 14 feet high. These columns right here are probably about 3 feet on each side, 3 feet square. You can see the trim that's up here. It looks like they want this stuccoed across the front. The underside here has already got, I guess, some type of texturing in here, so that's done. So it's basically to finish off these columns that are on here. And I don't quite know the detail of who started this, but they didn't finish the papering of it. Then if we come over here, you can see, so this needs to be detailed, and by the way, around the door all needs to be detailed here with stucco. So you probably have about 5, 6, 7 feet on each side across the top. So we probably have what, about 10, 15, maybe about 18 feet across and about 12 feet high. All this area needs to be stuccoed. Then the wall that's right here, that needs to be textured. This stucco is going to stay in place, but this is probably 10, 20, 30, 40, I'm going to say about 40 feet by about 12 feet. So there's probably about what's that, about 500 square feet of stucco surface on this wall to be dealt with. Then we'll come over here to the second entranceway and second set of columns. It's almost identical. It is identical to the other one there. The front has to be stuccoed underneath there. It's probably about 10, 15, 18 feet by about 3 feet. We've got a column. These are more like 4 feet square, these columns. We've got a little on the underside here that needs to be done, and then we've got the whole opening across the front here. So we have probably about 5, 10, 15, I'm going to go about maybe about 18 feet, the full span, by about maybe 12 feet high in here. And again, there's already existing, it looks like, sheetrock and stucco work that's already done, so we're not going to redo that. And then it looks like the stucco continues. We have this one section of wall that's brand new stucco that somebody already started to paper, and it's about 10, 15 feet by about 12 feet. At this point, we are not doing the roof overhang. They're going to go ahead and do that in a wood finish, I believe. So we're going to leave the overhang out of it. And then if we take a look at the front of the building, let's see if we can break that apart into easy pieces. So let's stay on the ground floor here. What we have is we have, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, I'm going to say about 75 feet from end to end on the front floor of the building, and we are about 12 feet high again. So let's say about 75 feet by 12 all the way across the front. That has to get stuccoed, and at this point we are going to just stick to the wall. I don't know if they want to do this roof overhang or not, and whether or not they want to do these columns. So these would be optional things. If they did the columns, you can see that there's 3 columns, there's a beam, and we're talking about this area here, 10, 20, about 30 feet long, the whole roof overhang. And just for the fun of it, to possibly add to the quote for this would be the roof overhang, which is 30 feet by about 12 to 14 feet out. So I'd say it's about 30 by about 14 feet, this roof overhang. if we did the underside of the eaves. We also have window openings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 window openings here, and these 2 big doors. It's possible that they're going to want stucco foam trim around this area here. So I would say, again, we probably have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. It's called 70 by 12. So you get about 700 to 800 square feet of this front building. And if we take the roof overhang, we've got, if stucco goes in here, we probably have about 30 by 12, so maybe about 400 square feet up there in the front. And this has got to get a full scratch and brown coat. And then if we look up top, it looks a little bit more confusing, but let's finish off, I guess, down here on the side. We've got a small return here that's probably about 10 feet by 12 feet up in here. And then, again, I don't know if they want to do the ceiling. And we've got 2 doors that need to be stuccoed, just like this here. So there's one here, and there's one further down there that needs to be stuccoed. So we need to factor those in. And then let's see if we can take a look, get a better view of what's going on up top. We have an area here, that first lower triangle, which is kind of hard to see, but the walls around that need to be stuccoed. Somebody started putting up the paper, and that box goes all the way around the back. There's also the area up top there, that whole front triangle. There's new stucco there, and there's some new stucco on the left side. That's a big metal sign that'll be there, but that whole area needs to be retextured, and that's new stucco on that corner over there. And I guess at this point we're not going to touch the roof itself. It's just the wall itself that they're going to go ahead and have stuccoed. And if we come over here a little bit, let's get another look at the detail here and see if we can get a little better view up here. We'll come back, and you can see the stucco box up there on the far left of the big sign that needs to be stuccoed. And I'm going to say that that box is probably about 15 feet wide by probably about 15 feet high, something like that. And then the other lower triangle, where the big wide sign is, that needs to be stuccoed. Then we have all the detail around this lower area on the second part of the roof here, and I can't get the camera up there to truly see what's going on, but it looks like we have probably 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 feet by maybe about 5 feet high of roof area that needs to be addressed up there. So we'll have to get a closer look once we get up there. So that's a quick view of the job that's here, and it does have a pitched roof up there. So yeah, those walls are going to be stuccoed. So anyway, that's Paul, Golden Gate Enterprises, with another stucco job.